Get your Fier London tops and jumpers on the website, Instagram on the screen. Use the discount code SARCHY14 for 10% off.
Yo, SARCHY14 for better than reaction. Wait, nah, I'm so used to saying that. That's why I wanted to start the video of saying it anyway. Like, since I literally just do reactions now, I don't really have to think of video ideas. I was watching Johnny Carey. If you're from the UK, you know Johnny Carey does like the UK versus, like UK versus America stuff, year 11 versus year 7 stuff. I was watching his Q&A and he said how like YouTube for him is draining because he has to think of new videos all the time. And I was just sat there like, I can't really relate to that. Like with me, a video gets posted, like a song gets posted, people tell me to react to it, video done. I literally just sit down and record. Like, I don't have to think of stuff. But I was just talking to my sister literally 2 minutes ago about how I want my like personality to come through the channel more. Like if there's not too much for me to say about a song, then like you can't really get like the funny side of me too much. Like some people say like the videos are funny, but like when I watch them back, I don't get the funniness like compared to how funny some of the things I do over on Snapchat are. But what I wanted to do was like just get the channel back to kind of how it used to be. Like I was just saying some mad stuff, like just being myself all the time. And it's not that I'm not myself in videos like reactions, but there's not too much opportunity for me to actually add too much of myself to the video, if that makes sense. So today's video, you've seen the title. I don't know how I'm gonna title it, but it's a story time. The last time I ever got in trouble in school, but that wouldn't even be the title. This was was it the last time? Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't. If you want to know the last time, we'll see how well this video does. But this wasn't even the last time. This was second last time, if I remember. The last year of school. So, where does this story begin? I was eating my lunch, like any normal day with my guys. I was with Ant, I was with Martin. Anton and I were just talking. I remember I had a carton of apple juice. And he took it. He said, oh, don't worry, can I have it? And then I'll go buy you another one later. I was like, yeah, cool. So we sat there, we're just talking. Then we go to actually leave. And he says, oh yeah, let me buy you the drink. So the drink's not there. So he gets me some strawberry, some crusty milkshake. And I'm like, fam, why do I want a strawberry milkshake? So I remember, I bought two. I bought one, he bought one for me. And we're walking, and there were these girls in the year below that used to chill by the English block. And then the English block was just before the playground. So we're walking past where they are, me being me, like, I'm saying, I do the most stupid things, yeah. I don't know why this came to my head, but I thought, you know what would be cool? Because I'm not going to drink this milkshake. Let me throw at these girls. So I remember I ran past them, like, as quick as I can, dashed the milk at them. Luckily, I don't think, oh no, it did hit them, it went on one of their bags. But that's irrelevant. The point is, I threw the milkshake, yeah, and I still had the spare one. So they were complaining, oh, the milk went all over me. I'm like, and I ran off. I went into the playground. And then I saw like a bunch of my other guys like running from like the PE block, like at the bottom of the playground. I was like, what are you guys doing? And they said, oh, they're playing basketball, but we're throwing bottles into the sports hall where they are. I was like, yo, you know what? That sounds like my kind of game. That sounds like my kind of game. So I remember I went up to where they were. So there's a sports hall. You have to actually climb the stairs, and then there's like a what do you even call it? Like there's somewhere to watch. Like there's a balcony, and you can watch the people actually playing sports from the balcony. Yeah. So these guys are there with their plastic bottles. That's very important to the story. Plastic bottles, yeah. And they're just throwing. They're empty as well. They're empty plastic bottles. Some had a little bit of juice in. But they were empty plastic bottles, yeah. And there's one teacher, this one guy playing basketball with another student, yeah. And my guys just kept throwing the balls into the sports hall. And the teacher was looking up because he knew where they were coming from. He was looking up, but wasn't doing anything because they weren't going near it. But there were quite a few bottles in the sports hall. Let me not lie, there were quite a few scattered over the floor. And I don't know what possessed me that day, but I thought it'd be a beautiful idea to since I was only armed with a little carton and milkshake to get involved in that action. And what did I do? Threw the milkshake. Threw the milkshake. And I to this day I don't know if it hit the teacher or not because I just ran off. We all ran. And then where the camera was, there were cameras everywhere in this school. And there were one pair of cameras like at the sports hall like entrance here. And we're running, everyone's running in different directions, but there's one door that the cameras don't clock you. So we ran through that camera, we ran through the door there, and Josh was behind me, and we're running away. And me being me, everyone else like stayed outside the sports hall here. And I ran across the playground. I didn't even run, I walked. Like I made it as like casual as possible. Because have you seen those stunts? I saw some video the other day, this guy was in a police chase, yeah, an actual police chase. And he dumped the car off, ran around the corner, and then walked back the same way he ran from, but made it look casual because he's walking. Like, what if someone's
in a police chase, you're not gonna walk. Like if the police are on your back, you're not gonna. That looks like you're not involved. So he's walking. The police officer ran right past him. So I thought, yo, you know what? Let me use these tactics. Casually walked across the playground. No one suspected a thing. So I didn't chill with the people that I ran to. Like I was calm with them ish, but as a group, I really didn't like them. But I had to hide there. I had to find some sort of place to camp because I knew it was only a matter of time before someone came. Because the milk had to have hit the teacher. I didn't see, but it had to have done a little bit of damage. So I walked across the playground. I'm with these guys I don't chill with. And I'm looking through, like, because I'm quite short, yeah. And everyone else is just right in front of me, like, blocking my view. So I'm trying to peek through to see if any teachers come. And I can't see. I'm like to my guys, like, yo, is there a teacher there? Like, I need to know this so I can go away so I don't get clocked. And 2 minutes later, it didn't take too long, but 2 minutes later, teacher pulls up. Not just any teacher, the guy in charge of the whole of the behaviour at the school. I forgot what his title was called. Oh, head of behaviour. At the school, so everyone knew it was serious. When this guy walks onto the playground, it's serious. Something's gone down, and I'm looking from across the playground, like, oh, and this guy comes with his notepad. Like that's when I knew it was deep. This guy came with a notepad, and he's G-checking everyone, like, oh, okay, what happened? And I couldn't see, I couldn't hear. I was from across the playground, and I was just praying that no one would look in my direction because it would be game over. And everyone was just there. There were like 8 of them, as I remember, like in a circle. The teacher's just there staring at all of them, like writing stuff down. And then the guy walked off. I was like, okay, cool. I guess I'm off the hook, kind of. Am I? So everyone walks off, and then I go over to them afterwards. I'm like, yo, what happened? And he says, oh, Sachi, like, you need to own up to this. We're all gonna get in big trouble. I'm like, yo. Let's slow down. Let's skip the owning up to it a bit. What happened? And he said, oh, we're all gonna get detentions. You just need to own up to what you did. Like you're the one that did it. I'm like, yo, wait. Let's move a little bit slower here. If you guys weren't throwing the bottles, I would have never thrown the milk. And everyone's like, yeah, but no one told you to throw them. I'm like, yo, let's slow down here, because I didn't get caught. I mean, I don't know about you lot, but I wasn't caught for it. So owning up isn't really an option. And also a little bit of context, because you lot think I'm just a peak guy for this. A little bit of context. Out of everyone in our year that was still in the school at this point, I'd say I was I was definitely the closest to getting kicked out of the whole school. And this was I'd say like a month before GCSEs. I kind of needed to stay in the school to do my GCSEs. To this day, I really don't know what possessed me to throw the milk, but I threw the milk nonetheless. And then everyone's like, oh, you do need to own up to it. I'm like, yo, you guys, like, you know, if I own up to this, I'm gone. Like, they're not gonna spare me. I've had enough chances. They are not going to spare me this time. And they're like, yo, but you shouldn't have done it. And I'm just telling everyone, I'm like, yo, let's reason, yeah? Let's slow down and let's talk with a little bit of reason. What did we learn in physics? Yeah, what did we learn in physics? If you apply a lot of force to a bigger object, it doesn't hurt that much. Like, if you pinch yourself like that, that doesn't really hurt. But that same amount of pressure on a smaller area, that kind of hurts. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, they're not going to kick all of you out of the school. Like, you might just get a little, like, lunchtime detention, something minor. It's not really going to be that deep. But if they go into it with the same energy that they would have gone with 10 people to one guy, his chances aren't looking that great. It's not looking good for the guy. And everyone's like, okay, yeah, I kind of hear you on that. I hear you. So, now, for the OGs on the channel, and I mean OGs on the channel, do you remember, I think I did an appreciation post. I don't know if I'd even hit a certain milestone. I think it was like 400 subs. And I remember I literally recorded the video, no editing, no nothing. Just held the phone up to my face. I was talking, literally I was in a toilet, and I did a video in a toilet. I just said, oh, thank you to all the guys that subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching the videos. It means a lot. And I said in the video, shout out Josh, like, I'll explain this someday, but shout out to my friend Josh, like, he did me a massive favour. Shout out to Josh. I told him that I'll pay him back for something. Don't worry what it is, but shout out to Josh. I put his... This thing just shot out some smoke. I remember Josh really wasn't trying to take the debt. And if you're watching this, he really wasn't trying to take it. And I was like to him, like, he's one of my very, very, very good friends here. I was like to him, like, yo, like, you understand the severity of the situation. Like, I know it is mad. And I know it's so peak that you lot have to go through this. But trust me, all you're gonna get is like a lunchtime detention. And everyone was telling me, like, the teachers said to them, oh, we know it wasn't you guys that did it, but we don't know who did it. So if you guys own up to it, you won't get in trouble. Just tell us who did it. And the teacher's like, oh, I know you lads have like a snitching culture, or like who grasped on who, like forget all of that. Just tell us who did it, you'll be off the hook. And I was like, it's not really gonna work. It's not really gonna work like that. And I was praying that these people had my back, because like anyone could act like they're your friend, but when it really matters, like when your life is on the line, are they still gonna back you? Like, this is what it came down to. So I was praying that these people wouldn't snitch, and lo and behold, the Friday came, and in our school we had like trays, like each form had their own tray, and like you put like detentions, notices, leaflets, news, stuff in the form tray. So their form trays must have been full with detentions, and mine was clean, because luckily my guys actually didn't snitch that day. And to this day, they don't really like me too much. Like, I'm still guys with some of them, but like when it gets brought up, like there was one time it got brought up in school this year. This happened last year, got brought up this year. He wasn't really too happy with it. He wasn't really too happy with it, but I was right. I told him, I'm like, yo, like, I know it's a bit mad, but you have to trust me, because I know how this school works more than anyone, because I shouldn't be in it. I should have been kicked out ages ago, but I know how these men work, because I've come into contact with these teachers a lot. I know how they function. They will deep it if it is just me in trouble. Like, I can promise you that now, it will get P. But if it's 10 of you in the room, they're not going to slap 10 people with isolation, suspension, or like some long 2 hours stupid after school. That's not happening. But if it's one guy, they don't care. I've experienced it. I've been suspended like 2 times. They do not care. So that's what happened. I don't even know how to explain what I did to the teacher. Like, milk bombed him, threw milk at him. I don't know what you want to call it. But luckily, I wouldn't say I got away with it, because I didn't really get away with it. Like, it still gets brought up. But the teachers? So, honestly, I have so many more stories to tell. Like, just whilst telling this story, so many more came to mind. Like, so many. Like, I've got a good memory, but a bad memory. Like, in the short term, I don't really remember too much, but I can pretty much remember every time I got in serious trouble. So if you don't want to see some more tales of my experience during secondary school, because there's quite a few. Let me just say, there's quite a few. If this video gets to, I'd say 50 likes. If this gets to 50 likes, I'll do another episode of my secondary school tales, because this could really become a whole series on its own. Like, forget nonsensical behaviour. There'll still be nonsensical behaviour, but my secondary school stories could really go on for a long time, I can't lie. So if this gets to 50 likes, there'll be another episode. But for now, I've been searching on for. Sorry to everyone that got the debts that day as well. Like, we've had the conversation about it, but sorry to everyone if you lot are watching this. But I've been searching on for. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. I'll be back again. Shoo.